this individually. Okay, the 10 sign how people quit. Okay, this is very important, not only to me was, and for people who knew this spiritual thing. So I did it like quick individual. So this one is the all 10, because some people wanna like everything in the same place. So for record for you guys, okay, the first one why people quit is ego fight back hard. Okay, I don't know, somebody's I know when I start a video all this notification. So ego fight hard. What do you mean ego fight hard? Ego, what is ego too? um, Ego is very big subject. Sometimes for me ego is like for self. Okay, it's the for self. Who is it? I am. So how people perceive, how you build your own you in all this. Sometimes it's like force you, but um, help you to survive in this. Huh? Elizabeth is like this. She's shy. She's whatever. So you build your hand and you work that way. So ego, sometimes you need to say, okay, enough. You just want to embrace new. Okay, you say, okay, this is I am, which I was, and you put your ego to rest and embrace new you. You don't know new yet. Okay, yeah, go is a flow. Okay, and the other one, the second one is isolation. Okay, isolation I think is the biggest. If you are somebody like a people pleaser or people person, and isolation is tough because maybe Friday night you go somewhere and have fun with a friend, and when you start this spiritual, maybe you're gonna go there, maybe you don't feel like the energy like you use. You start, okay, this is the starting, not really. So you say, oh my god, everybody's like, maybe they dancing, whatever, I don't know, this stuff, maybe dancing, you don't dance, you become like a weirdo in the group, and some people can handle that. That's why you the first one is ego. So you need to be okay to be by yourself, because you will in my opinion you will never go far with spiritual if you don't isolate yourself, and not completely, but you take time for yourself to evaluate how you behave, how everything goes. And even you are not in spiritual world, you need this, so you don't repeat a mistake, or you not only mistake, you strategy how you gonna how your life goes. Okay, so you don't have time for, if you don't have isolation. So some people can handle isolation, that's why they quit. Okay, the third one is shadow work is terrifying. Yes, this is a shadow work is terrifying. Everything come back. Okay, and you need to take inside out. That's why, in my opinion, you crying is, before I was like, why God give us crying? Why people God give us tears? For what? Because when you cry, maybe in the public, people say, oh my gosh, why? We just take this crying like you put it down, you don't want to cry. Even if it's by yourself, you don't want to cry. And but shadow, in my opinion, shadow work will never empty without crying, because you go back how people did to you, how people you did to them. because everybody has their own story. So you need to go back. For me, it was like, you know, shadow work. Sometimes when you're in spiritual awakening, you don't go find it. Maybe it's me. I didn't go find it in my shadow work. They come. Like, the first one was intimidation. When I faced intimidation when I was younger, like, go back, crying. I was like, why I let this happen? Why I didn't tell my parent? Why? So like I started like blaming myself, and the more I keep going, the more I was like, okay, maybe I'm part of this, but I was too young. So you started to seeing, even when you go far, I started seeing the guy who did this is not my enemy. You see, it's not like he became my friend too. In the nun, we met after when I was in high school. It's like, and the other one, like, is a because there are two. One I really fight. Other one I didn't talk this story, but anyway, other one is a karma was very brutal. You know, that's why I say don't penalize somebody did something bad to you. And that's why when I started this spiritual, I didn't know they have a dark side. I started receiving a spiritual attack. I didn't know. I just go, oh my God, I'm spiritual, yeah. Well, not too far. And you imagine you do this video for people, and somebody just watch the video and say, what she thinks she is. And she just hate you. So no reason, and the boom. Okay, so this is like a risk. I didn't know. I was like, so naive in this area. So, and go back to the shadow work, the intimidation. You see, like, okay, you cry, I cry, and why I didn't do this, and the more I go, I was like, okay, this guy wasn't an enemy. Maybe he was in the difficult time. You have no idea. So sometimes somebody did something bad. Sometimes it's not a bad. Their own reflection was who they are. Sometimes is wrong. I don't know. It's like, is this a deep stuff? So I can talk all day. So I have a lot of intimidator, and the other one we became like friend because I don't know. It's like he says sorry after that, but it was trauma. I suffer a lot. Oh my God. But other one, the karma was very big. I saw him like poor to the poorest. I was like, wait a minute, you were like the strongest at school. See, sometimes universe just give karma to people. I was like, what you? I didn't talk. I just see. I was like, whoa. It became like really. It's not the person. Sometimes people who feel like they have everything, they are not. So don't be fooled. And especially at school, okay? And they just intimidate people. They seem stronger, but sometimes they are not. Sometimes we need compassion with these people because maybe they get going through a tough time themselves, especially the kids. We need to dig in what is kid going through, why they behave like they behave. Maybe they are victims themselves. In victim, it's big story. Anyway, so the shadow was so I started crying and saying, so you need to go back. So people doesn't want to go. They don't want to question themselves. Doesn't want to go inside of themselves. They just want to, sometimes they don't have time too. Okay? They don't have time. So because I talk about isolation is brutal. But at the same time, you need space. When you isolate, you need time. Maybe you have kids, maybe you have a husband or wife or I don't know. So this is sometimes it's terrifying, the shadow work, and keep doing. You can do it. And the fourth one is mental health crackdown. I'm not special with mental health. Okay, I don't know the many things, but I knew I was anxious. I was so anxious person in school, like you have no idea. Say anxious, 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 and so when you go to the mental or spiritual awakening, anxious can come back very hard because you don't know where you're going or you are anxious person. So everything you have already identified become bigger. Okay, very bigger. Okay, so you can paranoid and I mean it can be really mental illness or almost. I don't know much if you're mental illness, go to the specialist. And sometimes I think many um, chosen one or people go to the mental spiritual world, they can diagnostic with mental illness. And when you started doing all this medication thing, and I'm all about science, but some medication can lower your awakening too. Okay, so this all is by design. Okay, so be careful, go slowly. Okay, when you have really depression, they really want, ask a doctor or somebody. And if you are spiritual awakening, go slowly. You don't is no go don't go like a marathon. Okay, this is slowly and life long running. And okay, you never finish spiritual awakening. Okay, we see also the five is a temptation to go back. Okay, because all this I talk is difficult, so you say, fuck it, I don't wanna go. I mean, I can't. I done. I remember I say myself, like, what the point? Okay, you wanna just go back because you don't fit. Is a old you don't know much about the new you, and everybody's like, well, I mean, everybody like you become like, and you don't know much either, so you don't want to talk to people doesn't know. And when you talk to people, you feel like you don't know much to tell them either. So spiritual is very big, and that's why many people go to the gurus, because gurus they live long time, is this they know more. And you need to be careful too with the gurus one, so because gurus are people, their own limitation. I like a guru who will deserve their personality, deserve, like they became like water. Okay, I remember I was listening to one guru before. He was like talking about this all this twin flame thing is not really there, and people are laughing. I was like, this is a guru I was following. I was like, if you don't have twin flame, you don't need to go nuts like that. Okay, so I was like, I need to do this by myself. I don't follow gurus. If you want to follow guru, go for it. And guru really, for me, like Buddha, that's a guru. Okay, guru like Mary Teresa, guru like Jesus. That is some people are just gravitate. Okay, they have track records. and I don't I don't like it fried by night gurus. Anyways, that's another story. so so actually there are some YouTuber are very good, more good than gurus. Maybe it's me. So some you need to find somebody. My point is find somebody resonate. You don't need to do like math. 1 + 1 = 2. No, 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 no. 1 + 1 can be 1.5 in your way. So take your time, okay? It's because your audio, everybody has their audio, so you know your audio. So be gentle with audio, okay? Because you don't know you are new you too, okay? Number 6, spiritual bypass, okay? So like I talk about a guru, and don't um, um, think spiritual like take you know when I started seeing water. You know, I like water. I didn't know. I'm a sign, you know. We own everything. Just kidding. Mountain, water, trees, animals. We are like, so I didn't know. I always fascinated with water, but I'm always scared of water, like swimming or this. But when I have a chance to go, when I went to Africa, I just go to the Indian Ocean. My God, this ocean is nuts. Ah, anyway, I just sit there and play with waves, all this. I take a swimming lesson, all this stuff. But people didn't know. I was amazed. Just observe water. For the first time, I observe water for hours. Okay, so people are just run. I just observe. I was like, what is masterpiece? Ocean is a masterpiece. I mean, if you don't believe God, ocean is a masterpiece. My favorite also is mountains. I like mountains. I don't know. When I travel, I went to the Mosh. Yeah, Mosh. They have mountains over there, and I saw Kilimanjaro to the far. When I go back, I'm gonna go to the Kilimanjaro. Maybe I have time, but I saw Kilimanjaro by far. It's very long, and Kilimanjaro aside, just mountain Mosh go to the Arusha Mosh. I like wow. They have a lot of mountains. So all this water, all this mountain excite me. I don't know why. It's like what God did to have all this. So my point is you need to be like observation than in the Bible. Okay? Spiritual world is very, very big and can be go really dark very fast. Don't be naive and people will just um, you think like spiritual is light, can be dark, and like nature can be dark too. Like when I see the wave, sometimes when I was in water, the wave is so big and it's like pushing me into the water. You see, so it's like good to see and can be dangerous if you don't know swimming. It can push you to the middle of ocean and you just disappear. And you can't blame water. It's you. You don't know swimming or you just careless. So spiritual is like that. You need to take serious and the same time light. And same time no can be you be flexible, okay? You even you know much, don't tell much. I have a I did mistake like 10 people. This is not good in the beginning, and the people like side eyes like oh my god. So I was like oh, I go back. I say okay. So now if somebody don't ask a question, I don't. I don't tell. Not because I just want to gatekeep my thing, because some people, they are um, not open, they are not in a good vibration to receive. They are not their fault, but they are not. That's why friction. Sometimes we say some people fight. It's not about fight. It's like something in the middle. I don't say if you are spiritual world you never fight, but you take you choose your battle. Like you know already. Okay, if you tell somebody something, you say like the way they respond, you say okay. You take a step back. You say okay. You became compassion, and so you need to be compassion on yourself and other people. They don't know much, and sometimes you don't know much you too. To the way you explain to people, maybe they don't get you. Sometimes I talk in my English to people. Well, what? See, they want you to repeat some. I was like, see, you mean something, but people doesn't understand, and it's not their fault. And maybe it's you, maybe it's them. So don't be guru, be teacher, and be teacher to yourself too. And the guru can be so lost very fast. I'm not critical guru, but I have deceived a lot. Guru deceive me. Many guru deceive me. This actually YouTubers give me a much many knowledge, come very knowledge I wanted, especially Talo YouTubers. They are very underdog, but when you listen, when you resonate, you say, oh wow. The people doesn't know take them serious because they have card, they say, oh my God, this. And anyway, so don't be guru and be teacher. And if you listen to guru you like and you resonate, that's very good. Don't just fall because you have title. Even don't follow me if you don't like. Go somewhere else. So that's why we have more people. Okay. So this is my way of teaching. If you don't like, you go to somebody else and somebody else. So this is like web of teaching, web of what I receive for you, uh, what I know for you, and some people maybe know better than me. So this is for helping ourselves. So don't quit, okay? And other one is there are no really end uh, in spirituality. There are no map, like I say. There are no really book. Spirituality is very, very big, very, very big, and some people mix spirituality with their own way, like what some mix Bible and mix with spirituality. Made people mix tarot with the Bible, and so that is very good. It's their own way, because some people think you if you know Bible, you just know Bible, go to the Bible. Some Bible scriptures, they talk about spirituality, choose anyone. Okay, so this is no map. What is good for you that you need to go. Okay, for me it's like I know Bible, I read the Bible, but think resonate more with me is angel numbers. I know tarot, and I ask a question, I can have answers, but I have no idea why numbers speak to me more because I was very good in math at school. And so maybe because of that, I don't know, maybe universe say, okay, you are very good, you were before, okay, very good in math. So maybe I say, okay, this is good. So angel number speak to me directly. So you need to know what speak to you directly. Is a tarot card, is angel number, is animals. You know, trees too can speak to you. You don't need spiritual speak. I think maybe 2 weeks ago I have question. I didn't want to take my angel numbers. I didn't want to. I just wanna. I started looking outside. For some reason, 1 day, 2 days, I have the answer of my question. I just wanna. I saw trees. For some reason, the trees, the way they move, it's like my answer is there. I was like, are you serious, universe? Are you talking to me? Is that the answer? And I just close my eyes. I open again. The same scene came. You can't believe how universe talk to us. So we don't have mentor, we don't have map, and it can be scary to other people. And they say, "Oh my God, I can't do this." So you need to be your own map in the beginning. So when you be your own map, sorry, you be your own map and you elevate slowly, okay? Slowly you're gonna find what is. And the universe is fantastic because it knows us more than sometimes we know ourselves. So they're gonna send you what is good for you. So don't quit because you are like a lost, you are no guru, like oh my gosh, what is. No, you can go there, okay? This is lifelong thing, okay? Other thing is emotional overwhelmed, okay? You feel stuck, you feel overwhelmed and burnout too, and work and spiritual awakenings can be very very. I remember when I was working. I went to work, and people didn't know I was meditate before I went to work. Sometimes, um, always meditate. Sometimes I just meditate, and universe say, okay, maybe you need to cancel the place. I was like, what? I need money. It's like, no, stay home. I was like, what, universe? You're just kidding me? And I just, no, universe, I need money. Yeah, I don't go. And I pray. I meditate, and sometimes, oh, the phone is ringing. Hey, Elizabeth, somebody cancel the work. No work today. Ja, 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 ja. I was like, wow. So, see, say it's like your coordination um, with what you ask. But sometimes I meditate, I go to work, and it's overwhelmed. You know, it's people doesn't know when you work with people. And before I saw people like people, now I saw people like energy. Everything is energy, right? So you go to another energy. They have their own way of living, and you have your own way. So it's like a crash, not like crash in energy. Like you go there, somebody maybe is a bad mood. So that's why I always meditate before I go to work in the morning. So when I go there, somebody maybe in bad mood. I had a very good workplace, especially my last work. It was fantastic. I work with people, and when I see like a little bit bad energy, I started like singing, doing my thing, cleaning, and the space. Sometimes people they have their own energy, so it's difficult. So if you're in this spiritual thing, you don't do the what you're supposed to do, which is meditate before you do. in my opinion. So that's why it's emotional. You have your own emotion and you don't do the work, and you are overwhelmed and you go to the work. Maybe it's like crash personality. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, da, 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 da. See? So you'd say, oh my gosh, I can't. I just, you quit. You need to go slowly. It's emotional overall because you need to empty to feel, empty emotional before emotional to receive a good thing. Everything. That's why crying or maybe screaming or I don't know. You need to let emotional get out. So some all this emotion we label like a bad. Oh, this anger management. Yeah, I know if it's like beating people. Like sometimes you can be angry by yourself inside. So you need to get out something. And when you get out things, you get out in yourself and empty. Don't do that to other people. So some people have easy, maybe I don't know. For me, it was like not like anger, screaming, like crying. Crying was the biggest for me, and I'm crying natural, so it's like piece of cake. So I just cry privately, cry like okay, this happened to me, and this so I can cry and what is this? Or no blaming, and I was like what? And you trust in also you trust your path and you trust the universe because they know more than okay. So emotion can be overwhelmed, and if you don't have space, like I talked before, you can't. And don't take that emotional overload to other people. Okay? So that's why you need to take space for yourself because otherwise you're gonna take all this your emotion to other people. Why do this? You have no idea how you can empty yourself. You became. That's why I say um, I love myself now, like to the point like wow. Everything if something happen, smallest thing, I just take time. I ask myself why I'm doing this. My ego or my insecurity. You need to ask yourself the question yourself and not in the blaming way like why I'm doing this. If I buy a 100,000 watch, I don't know, maybe one day. Yeah, I like good things. I was looking one day. I was looking 2 days. I was looking to Gucci bag, tote bag. I said, wow, that's very good. But you need to know why you buy. You buy because the logo. You buy it because you want it. Because I, you see. So this is question you need to learn. Okay, spiritual world doesn't mean you need to behave like everybody else or you need to discount the things you love. So you need to ask why. Is that a bag and buy because people gonna look at the bag? Am I love myself more? Or is this bag gonna be like a barrier between me and so people can say, oh, she has a Gucci, so they don't look at me. See, I mean, this is heavy stuff. So anyway, so you need to know why, and good label can be good too. So you need to know why you buy. You buy because you love, or because you're gonna what you can say, you're gonna put the separation between, so people say, oh wow, bag, and so people don't penetrate you to see. You see, I don't know, it's like I don't wanna go there. It's a big subject. So okay, And the last one is taking spiritual awakening, like a destination. Okay, before I was so mad when I see people are followers like, oh, now you are going to the X things like opening eyes, third eye opening. I was like, okay, my eyes already open, so always like new things. Okay, when is this gonna stop? But I found out it's like eating. You eat in the morning, you eat in the afternoon. You see, it's like never stop, but you improve every day. So that's why you need to do every day small things to elevate or to stay in this. And it's not something you can finish, and it's something continually. So don't look spiritual awakening like, okay, I'm spiritual now, bye everybody, I'm spiritual. So you look everybody like they're nothing, you are the best one. And you can feel like people doesn't know much, and you need to have compassion, but because you were there before. And so you need to be compassionate and know like this is a lifetime. It's like a lifetime knowledge. If you don't know thing, I don't know many things. I don't know many things. Like when I listen to the my guru, they talk things like, why I need to find out what is this. So I was so like, oh my gosh. Now I was like, okay, what you need to learn, you learn. And every day you learn something. It's like continuing things. Okay, so don't discount how you feel. Don't discount what you know already. You know already. So if you can start teaching people, before I didn't wanna talk because oh, maybe I don't know much, and people gonna know listen to me because I don't know this or this term. I didn't know even what to say, astrology. I didn't know. I know it's okay. You are this one, Virgo. Okay, I didn't know what is Virgo mean. Okay, what? And don't stay in this bubble too. Okay, they describe you, but you are on you. So don't stay in the bubble. And this is a lifetime. Be flexible to unknown. Be flexible and don't be a spiritual ego. But this is a lifetime. Okay, like I remember we read the Bible and you finish. I think I never finished Bible. I like Isaiah, so always I go back to Isaiah. I don't know why, but I like Isaiah, and so I go back already Isaiah. I don't know why I like Isaiah. It's a Bible. Don't ask me. So anyway, so you don't be like ego. Even all this they talk about a moon cycle. La 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 la. If I don't listen, I don't know. And it's not something I need to know. Maybe in the future, but I know now. I was like, okay, something, but I don't know inside. I don't want to know anyway. So you need to be flexible, and you don't have ego for spirituality, and trust yourself anyway. This is lifetime. Nobody knows more than who you know yourself. Okay, thank you so much, guys. My name is Elizabeth. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on X, and until next time.